Welcome to Ajax Cape Town TV. I'm your host, Charnelle Paulse, and I'll be bringing you the very best of Ajax Cape Town Football Club. In today's show, we get to speak to players and also head coach Raji Desar. We get to see what happens behind the scenes with kitman Mr. Albert Hendricks and get to chat to our marketing director, Alexei Eustathiou. Please stay tuned and enjoy the show. To kick off our first episode at Ajax Cape Town TV, we caught up with Nathan Paulse, Travis Graham and Cecil Lolo, telling us about the experiences at Ajax Cape Town, the highlights of their career, and also what we can expect in the 2014-2015 PSL season. Let's see what they have to say.
Well, I've been at Ajax since 1999, where I joined the youth team, and then in 2000 I signed with the PSL team, and I was with him until 2008, and then I came back in 2013 now. My highlights has been I think in 2006 we won the Ajax Cup, and then as well we finished second in the league in 2003, 2004, 2007, 2008. And obviously being highest scorer on 3 occasions. Yeah, it's obviously. Playing for the PSL team, because I'm from Athlone, so it's always been my dream to play for Ajax. So it's for me, just playing for Ajax every time is a highlight. But obviously being top scorer on 3 occasions, has been a highlight. And playing in Africa as well in 2002, 2003 we played the CAF Cup. So yeah, it's to play every game and to score, as well. It's my job, So if I get opportunities to score, and to help the team achieve, our goals, So yeah, they should come and help us. We one team. They our 12 men. We also need them. When the team's doing well, we need them, and when the team isn't doing so well, we need them as well. So yeah.
This is my 3rd season in the PSL. I've been in the development since I was age 9, so I've come a long way. Yes, I am excited for the season. We are doing well in the pre-season, and with the new coach under his first pre-season with us, we are quite ready for the season ahead. Well, the development structure is quite good, one of the best in the country, so that's one of the things that stand out the most. Also, they give the youngsters a chance to start their career and pursue it, and I think Ajax is a club with that should have lots of respect in Cape Town, because we're the only club that's representing Cape Town in the mother city, so we should get more supporters, and I think that's one of the most important things. Obviously, my first game in my 2 years ago, when I started for the first game of the season, it was a shock for me, because I've always dreamt of becoming a professional player, and once I stepped onto the field, it was like a dream come true. So that will always be in my memories. Well, this season I'm trying to help the team just to win as most games as possible, and just to win some silverware, because I think we've missed out on a few years on something of trophies, and I think we should get something for the club and for the fans this season. Yeah, I'm still working on my fitness, but everything's okay, injury free. Went to the doctor a few times. He's quite happy with the process, and yeah, just hoping to work on my fitness and get more fit and fit each day. Just to say that they should keep coming and supporting us. We will work as hard as we can, and just to make them happy. So with their support, we will do great under them.
Ajax Cape Town has a well-structured development youth. It's a promoting team. It believes in a lot of youth. As you can see, most of the PSL players coming from the junior ranks of the team. To finish in top 8. Hopefully be in a cup final, and the team do well. My best highlight is to be when we came second under Fopeti Han. I didn't play much games as it was my first season, but I learned a lot.
We now heard from our players, Let's hear what our head coach, Roger de Saar, has to say about joining Ajax Cape Town.
Oh, it's gone pretty well. We took the guys away to George Neisner. We had a good pre-season camp. Get to know the players better, mix them up a bit with the newcomers, and it's gone well. We played a lot of games on the road, which was important for us. And now it's good to get started and see what all the work we've done has paid off. Oh, I think always the youth structure, there's no doubt about it. There's always a massive influx of good youth players that have come through the ranks. They're well taught, well groomed. And I think that's really the difference. You don't have to teach basics to a lot of these kids because they come with a good background and a good pedigree of players. So hopefully that will serve us well. A lot of the young boys have been great. They've stepped up. Some of them I felt that were probably pushed too early last year, but they had to. It was a question of having to as opposed to a luxury. But I think this year they'll get even better. I think a lot of people ask you that. They ask you about mandates and things like that. I don't believe in that really. I believe in trying to win every game we play. That's all it is. There's no difference of you can't go out onto a pitch and play for a 1-0 loss or a draw. I think every game you play to win. And if you win all of them, you've done extremely well. So we've got to keep that in mind and focus on winning every game. And it doesn't matter which 11 we put out. We've got a job to do. I think firstly it's great to be here. It's a lovely city to live in. The people have been outstanding, but I've always known that, and I've always said I'm kind of semi-grated to Cape Town from Joburg. Lovely place to live, probably one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and a great club to work for, great facilities and very good people, and I'm very thankful for the way I've been received, and I just hope we can bring some glory to the town. Oh, definitely. I think it's always nice when the season starts. We can't wait to get going, measure ourselves against everybody else and try and improve on a few areas that we need to and have lots of fun. Always tough. I mean, they're the champions of South Africa. They're a good team, a lot of very, very good players. We all know that. So we've got to really be at our best. If you want to beat Sundowns or any side actually in the PSL, we've got to perform at our best all the time. Yeah, that will be nice. It's a massive stadium to fill, I know that, but I think the results hopefully will be good and people will enjoy coming to watch.
You've now heard from our players at Ajax Cape Town and our coach, Roger de Saar. Stay tuned, because after the break, we get to hear some of the history at Ajax Cape Town, check out the facility at Ikamva, and chat to Marketing Director Alexi Eustachio.
Ajax Cape Town have embarked on the most extensive community programme in the country. I'm a full-time member of staff, and on a daily basis I go out into various communities across Cape Town dealing with kids of all ages, races, giving them soccer coaching and, more importantly, life skills. Okay, we've got 6 programmes that fall under the umbrella of the Ajax Community Scheme. The first 2 are based at primary schools across the Western Cape. The first one is called Kick and Learn, where I go to a school for a 6-week time period, 1 hour once a week. We do half an hour of life skills, teaching the kids about drugs, nutrition, gangsterism, HIV and AIDS, all relevant subjects in the communities that they are living in. After they have completed the half an hour of life skills, we then reward them by taking them outside and playing five-a-side football activity. That programme we call Kick and Learn. It's done at over 140 primary schools across the Western Cape for a 6-week period, like I said. The second programme is called Urban Soccer. That takes place after school hours, and there we do an hour of pure soccer coaching using obviously the advanced Ajax techniques of coaching soccer. So those are the 2 that we base at primary schools. Then we also work with street kids. We do a programme on a Thursday called Street Sweep, where we bring street kids to Ikamva for 2 hours, where they are exposed to world-class facilities, training on these wonderful fields, and obviously getting life skills. And the plan there is to try and integrate these street kids back into society and, more importantly, back into school. We also do a programme called Ajax Hotspots that is done in conjunction with the South African Police Force. There in the evenings between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, where kids are left to their own devices, they finish with school, parents are still at work, they catch on unsociable behaviour. We, in conjunction with the police, go to these areas where they're congregating, set up football activity, giving the kid a choice. They then come off the streets, come away from the smoking, come away from the gangsterism because of the love for soccer. So we're basically using soccer as a tool to get the kids off the street and involved in physical activity, reducing crime statistics in these crime-ridden communities, which is obviously beneficial for the SEPs and beneficial for Ajax. Then we also do a program called Ajax Holiday Clinics. Every time there is a school holiday, we run holiday programs here at Icamfa. It's 2 days, we divide it into age groups. 6 to 10-year-olds come on the Monday and Tuesday, and 10 to 15-year-olds come on the Wednesday and Thursday. From 9 o'clock until 3 o'clock, they get a full day of soccer coaching, they get lunch, they meet the heroes, the first team players, and again, it allows the parents to go to work and know that their kids are in a safe environment during the school holidays doing physical activity, which is obviously something which is good. Otherwise, they're at home playing PlayStation, getting unfit, which is not what we want. So those are basically the 6 programs that we do. The newest one is called Ajax Awareness, which takes place on a Friday. There we go to the Model C schools, because most of our work is done at the underprivileged communities. But we also are aware that Model C schools, these kids also need education. Just because they come from more affluent backgrounds doesn't mean that they're not exposed to drugs and gangsterism. So on a Friday we go to the Model C schools, again doing the life skills and the soccer coaching. And that's the 6 programs that we do. Well, in terms of success, the success is that every child that we target gets exposed to Ajax, gets exposed to football activity. The crime figures in the communities that we are working at have been reduced. At most of the schools that we've attended to, you see attendance figures have increased and behaviour patterns have improved. So those are the successes. There have been 1 or 2 players that we have spotted out in the communities that have come and are now part of the Ajax Academy, but that isn't the overall aim of the community. That's a knock-on effect. The big aim and the big success is that the kids are moving away from a life on the streets, exposed to drugs and gangsterism, and are now engaging themselves in physical activity. So that is a success. We fall under the philosophy of the football club. The football club's philosophy is simple: no youth, no future. The community has taken that on to another level. We have now said it's no youth, no future. No youth depending on no matter what your football skills level. The academy deals with the best of the best. We're looking at the best soccer players. The community scheme is simply taking the Ajax brand out to all communities, regardless of their skill, regardless of their abilities. It's open to every single child. They've just got to have a love for the game. So we are basically saying to the youth of Cape Town, we are your football club. We care about you. We want to try and help you, whether it be through football or through life skills, because our aim is to make every child a better person, not a better soccer player, to make them a better human being, and that is what we are achieving.
There you heard it from our community scheme developer Riyad Khan. After the break, we get to speak to our marketing director, Alexi Evstathio.
Welcome in the dressing room, the PSL. There's the training kit, which when they come in the morning, the training kit will be ready for them for training and ready for the day. I do the washing, I prepare it, and I will bring it into the dressing room, and it will be ready for them during the day. We have 2 training sets. We do have the 3rd one for emergency, in case there's 3 training sets. This is how my dressing room will be prepared tomorrow morning by 9:30, quarter to 10. It will be done, ready, packed for the day. I'll come back to the club. Maybe there's some other necessary things to do. And why I do it this way, in case there's any problem during the day, at least the dressing room is done already for the coach. So it's mentally and physically prepared for him. So when he walks in there, he knows job is done for him, so it's less stress on his shoulders, less worry. That he knows there's someone that's punctual in his work and with a passion of it, you know.
We are now joined by Mr. A, who is Ajax Cape Town's long-time favourite kickman. And today, Uncle Albert, we'll be asking you a few questions. You've been working at Ajax Cape Town for how long now?
Well, I'm working with Ajax since 1999. I gave my permanent job, retired from my permanent job to join the force with Ajax Cape Town, which I was approached to come to Ajax Cape Town, as the ex-boss knew me from Cape Town Spurs days and he welcomed me aboard the ship. I did not hesitate a second because I was always very passionate myself with my work, with life, and I took the chance. And I'm not sorry today I took that chance in life to become a professional soccer person, to work in the professional ranks.
Nice, nice.
So I enjoy every moment with it.
So exactly how long are you working for Ajax Cape Town now?
I'm 15 years,
Okay.
and prior to that I started with Cape Town Spurs since 1980.
Okay. So that's a very long time, Mr. A.
Yeah, well, look, towards, when you're long in work, it's because of the passion that you have. If you don't have that passion, you will never be so long in your work or achieve such things in life.
Yes.
It's only the passion in life that gives you the energy to go forward in life.
Absolutely. Tell me, what do you enjoy most about being the kit man?
Well, I enjoy my work. I get a lot of kicks out of it because I have to concentrate very hard on my work to keep the standard high. I've learned things on my own to maintain the level in the professional ranks, which I was taught by a professional coach. I was taught by him. He took me into the dressing room and I said, I know how to pack the dressing room, but let me hear what he have to say, because he come from a professional area.
Yes.
And he said to me, this is your dressing room. This is how I want the kit be packed out, and you have 2 to 3 kits. And then he said, your first aid bag, which I used to do the physio and the masseur and the kit, because at that time there was no money in football, only in the cricket and rugby. And I listened to him, and he said to me, you got to be 4 to 3 hours before the players in the dressing room.
Okay.
I thought, wow, 4 to 3 hours. But I took the chance. I did it the first time, and then I locked the dressing room, packed out the dressing room, and I sat. And I looked and I said, I forgot the plasters. And then that taught me. So whenever you forgot something, you have that time to make up for that mistake you made. Because in football, you cannot make really mistakes, especially where the team is concerned. You have to be ready at all times with everything, physio, the kit and everything. You've got to be on time, because that's the least headache that you can ever give the coach, because he's got his own problem with the players already. So I've learned that in the professional manner. That's why I still maintain that standard today.
Okay.
Like tomorrow night we play. Tomorrow morning I will leave the club about 8:30. By 9:45, 9:45, the dress will be done.
Okay.
In case anything should happen, at least he's mentally, physically prepared for the team to arrive.
Okay. Now, Uncle Albert, the fans out there would like to know, who is the most messiest player at Ajax Cape Town?
Well, there is quite a few. It's like their mind is not always there. It's like, now there is someone to do it, so they will take that chance and just leave things laying around, which I have 2 big bins to put their garments in when they finish training, to put it in there, but you'll still find there's a sock lane, there's a shirt lane, there's this lane, so there's a few that's well disciplined.
You're not going to mention any names?
I won't mention any names. It's not nice for them to know who I'm going to mention on TV, but you do get that kind of type of players, because maybe the way they grew up at home and so on, they're not taught to discipline themselves, to respect others and so on. You got to teach him.
Okay.
As I am the father, I teach him every day and remind him that, learn to respect. Because when you leave things laying around, that just shows me of disrespect. But I take it in the stride, because it's only soccer players,
Can you tell us who is your favorite Ajax Cape Town player?
Well, there's quite a few. There's Nathan, before Nathan Paulse was Pinar, Brandon Augustine, quite a few players. There's Nathan Paulse, and they're all my friends, and I communicate well with them. I give them a hard time at times when they're not playing well on the field. I'll come in the morning and I say, guys, I can't take this anymore. I work very hard for you. I need results, and they will just say, come on, mister, what's wrong with you? I say, no, I like winners. I win every time for you. Your kit is clean, So there's quite a few.
Okay. Thank you for joining Ajax Cape Town TV, and thank you for all your hard work at the Urban Warriors. You're definitely one of the Warriors, and I'm sure they appreciate you, and we appreciate you. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We've now spoken to our kit man, Mr. A. Please stay tuned, because after our short break, we get to speak to our marketing director, Alexei Stafio.
Ajax Cape Town is actually the fourth most supported club in the PSL. That's what the latest statistics show. And we're actually the highest supported club in the Western Cape. Okay, as you may know, the Ajax logo represents the Ajax Warrior, which is the logo that Ajax Amsterdam used. We are a sister club of Ajax Amsterdam, which is one of the biggest clubs in the world. If one carefully looks at the logo, you will see that it's made up of 11 lines representing each player on the football field. So when the day you do buy yourself a replica, if you count these lines, you will see that there's 11 of them, which make up the 11 players on the football field. Ajax Amsterdam has been going for over 100 years. So this is not a club that was born yesterday. We've been going for 15 years. And if you live in Cape Town, you should be supporting us. A lot of kids coming out of our academy, which are exciting to watch, and mixed with a blend of experienced players. And hopefully this is going to be one of our better seasons, and of course with the support of the Cape Town people and having an extra man in the stands will go a long way in succeeding. I would suggest that you have a look at when the next fixture is at Cape Town Stadium. Surprise your family, go buy them a ticket from Copy Ticket, that's all you need. And in you come, and you're going to have the most wonderful experience. The cost factor, I think at 40 Rand for the cheapest ticket is not astronomical for a world-class facility like that. So that's been dealt with as well. And generally, I think we need to build a culture of supporting football in the Western Cape as it was many years ago. And a good starting point is to come to the Ajax fan shop, where you can have an array of fan goods. A good starting point would be to buy yourself a nice replica jersey, obviously for yourself, your wife, and your 2 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids, and then grab yourself a scarf, which looks something like this, which you can hold up high while you're supporting your team.
That's the wrap for our first episode of Ajax Cape Town TV. Catch us next Thursday at 9 o'clock with repeats on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. You've been Ajax.